Hey, what's up everyone? Chris Winter here with another DSLR tip. Now, are you still using super expensive quick release plates from Manfrotto and other companies like that? Well, if you are, I've got an awesome tip which will save you plenty of money and also mean you can put QR plates on pretty much every piece of equipment that you want. So let's get to it. Okay, so when I started off filming and using DSLRs, I was a big Manfrotto user. I used to have the Manfrotto 701 HDV tripod head, and I used to have their quick release plate. And if you don't know what it is, it's a pretty big one. It's about that big, and it's a dedicated video head. It took me a little bit of time to realize that I actually don't need such a large video head, quick release plate for my DSLRs, because at the time I was using a T3i, which was kind of a smaller camera. Obviously, if you're going to be using a Canon C100, C500 or a larger video camera, you probably do want to have a bigger quick release plate. But I realized that I didn't need something that big. So what I did was I came across these things right here. These are fantastic, and they won't cost you that much money. So you can get these quick release plates off Amazon for as little as about $11 per set. So you get the quick release adapter and you actually get the plate that you screw onto your camera. So that's a really good price, because when I was buying my Manfrotto ones, I think that they were about $60 each for the plate, for the actual adapter, and then you had to buy the plate on top of that, which was super expensive, and it kind of limited me from having multiple plates. So let's get down to it and have a look at these little quick release plates, and we'll see what we can use them for. So this is the low cost quick release plate that I've been using for about 3 or 4 years now. It is so good to have like a cheaper alternative for quick release plates, because I've found that they're incredibly expensive for what they are. You know, I was hoping that you could get these for 20 or 30 bucks, but the video ones go up anywhere from like $60 to $70 starting off at, especially the Manfrotto ones. So this one here is only about $11 to $15 depending on which one you want to pick up. And as you can see, it's probably originally designed for photographers, I think, for stills guys, because it is smaller, and though the DSLRs aren't that big. And I think for DSLR video shooters, we don't really need that big a quick release plate. Anyway, the way that this works is that you have this plate which screws in with this thumb screw right here onto your camera. Super easy like that. I'll just show you what I've got here. I've got it on my 70D, and as you can see, it just screws in. I've got plenty of these little plates, but it screws in, and then the way that this will work is that you simply press this down like this, and it will lock on. So it's super easy, and then if you want to release it, you can just do that. Now it's also got a lock here, so if you want to lock it so it can't move, you can use that. So if you know you're not going to be taking it off your camera quickly, that's the way that you do that. So why do we want to use these quick release plates? Well, it's simply about having the convenience of not having to take things off. For my Canon 70D here, this is my new camera, by the way. I'm going to be doing some videos on this pretty soon. This quick release plate lives on here all the time. I'm also using a Canon XA10 camcorder at the moment, and that's got one of these quick release plates on it. And even for things like this is my beaten up iPhone tripod mount, and you can simply screw it on here. And then if you want to use your iPhone on your tripod, just whack that in there. How good is that? So these are super useful. So for instance, I can't show you it on my tripod at the moment, but I can show you on my Canova slider. So we've got my Canon 70D here. Rather than having to unscrew things and trying to get things on slowly, you can just whack it on like this, click it in, that's in, locked in securely. I'll just bring this over here. So there you go. And if you want to take it off, throw it on your shoulder rig, you can do that as well. Put it on your tripod, you can do that as well. So good. It works really, really well. It's a secure mount, especially if you're going to be using a DSLR. Like I said, if you're using a bigger camera, maybe like a Red or something, you're obviously not going to put it on an $11 tripod mount. But I am very happy to be putting my $1,300 Canon 70D on there. No problems whatsoever. So there are two versions of this quick release adapter that you can get. One is a non-threaded version and one is the threaded version. If you want to quickly attach your adapter to your tripod, say, you would get the threaded version because you could simply just screw it on like this. But if you want to have a bit more flexibility, you can get this one, which is the non-threaded one, and then you simply just put a screw in there and then a nut on the other side. Obviously you're going to be attaching it to something, and then that can go in like that. And this does give you a bit more flexibility, but just be careful to choose the one that you need. I probably recommend getting the threaded one if you know that you're just going to be using it on a tripod or a slider. But the good thing is that there are a couple of different ones which you can get, but make sure you look to see whether it's got a thread or not. But honestly, for around $15, you would be crazy not to be using these. They've lasted super long time. They're really strong. I've never had any problems with them. Cameras have never fallen off, and you're saving yourself about $50 for each one that you buy. So it's a pretty big deal. You can absolutely just throw one on your shoulder rig, one on your tripod, one on your slider, and then you're not going to be having to shell out $60 to $70 each time for one of these, because they're expensive when you buy the top brands. And this one here has got fantastic reviews. Can't recommend them enough. I'm using these guys, so get onto it. So there you have it. That was my review on these awesome, cheap $11 to $15 plates that you can buy on Amazon. I can't recommend these enough. I've been using these for about 3 years now, and continue to use them to the day. I have them on all of my equipment. I've got them on my, I've got the plates themselves on all of my cameras. I use them obviously, as you saw, on my my iPhone adapter. I got them on my slider right here, so it's super quick to get my camera on there, which is awesome. There's no more messing around, switching plates and that. Because they're so cheap, it doesn't really matter if you just buy a few more and then chuck them on every different piece of equipment. Now, if you want to pick up one of these adapter sets, you can click the link right here. Read the reviews on them. They've got a really good review score, which is really kind of important, because obviously you don't want to be getting crappy things for when you put your cameras on your tripod and that. So yeah, you can check them out there. But if you did like this review, and hopefully it did help you, subscribe, because I've got plenty more of these kind of DIY DSLR tips coming up in the future, and I'm sure you'll like it. Actually, I'm going to be recording about 4 or 5 today, so I've definitely got some coming out very soon. All right, guys, thanks so much, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hey everyone, me again. Really hoped you liked that video. I've got so many more of those videos coming out in the coming weeks, so make sure to subscribe. All you got to do is click here. But if you want to watch a video right now, I've put a list of videos right here that you can check out. I've got a really cool one on how to make an external battery for your DSLR, which lasts around 9 hours. So make sure to check that one out. But like I said, there's cool videos here, or hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. See you guys. Bye.